The Cobras started about 10 years ago with a conversation I was having with a couple of police officers who said, you know what, we want to have a charity football game.
Very humble beginnings in 2006.
But what we had was a sandlot football team.
Had a couple of opponents lined up for that first season. Were completely bulldozed on the football field. I mean, it was men against boys, if you will.
And what we learned was that to really be good at football, you must practice. You must put the time and effort in, and you just can't come off the bench and play 60 minutes of football and expect not to hurt a little bit. But we learned a lot.
It obviously starts with the love for the game of football.
You've got a lot of men who come out here and go, you know what, I love this game. I love it so much that I'm willing to give up my time and my weekends off and my family time just to come out here and play one more minute of football. Just one more down. One more opportunity to be out here. There's nothing like it. It's the greatest sport in the world.
We had a former professional named Kemp Rasmussen, who's a Charlotte firefighter.
For some reason, football, when I put on football pads for the first time, there was something about the physical contact in football that you don't get in any other sport.
As we got more competitive, as the team grew, as the popularity grew, what we found was that the better players came out of the woodwork.
You know, obviously they're volunteering a lot of their time, but they're coming out of pocket, just a couple $100 for expenses, you know, and then the rest of it's taken care of by our community partners. It makes it very easy for these players to say, hey, I can do this.
Well, if somebody would have asked me or told me that we'd still be in existence, 10 years later from where we started, I wouldn't have believed it or whatever. But what I saw grow over the years was, a real organization that can live beyond the individuals.
So in 2013, we went undefeated against probably the toughest schedule to ever have been played in the NPSFL, and ended up going to New York to play in the league championship game. Again, came up short, lost the game by a field goal.
It's demoralizing, but you got guys who have the heart to go, I'm not going to take that again. I'm not going to take it laying down. I'm going to come out here, I'm going to put the work in, I'm going to do more work, and I'm going to be better. I'm going to make my team better. And that's what they did. I'm so proud of them.
We practice once a week, so we don't have a whole lot of time to come up with complicated schemes. It's not like it was, playing in college or in the NFL where we practice every day. It's a job.
But in 2015, came back really strong, had a defense that was completely dominant on the field, did not allow a point to be scored against us until the championship game against San Diego.
Defense, I've always played defense. Always growing up, I always like we were saying earlier, I like to be the one doing the hitting rather than the one getting hit.
Is it that the other level of competition went down? No, we just got better.
Our defense was top notch this year, and I knew it going into the season. Just the talent that we have accumulated, recruited onto this team, other professional players. We knew we had a lot of talent. We could see it, and it showed up on the field this year.
Both San Diego and our team, the Charlotte Cobras, went into the championship game undefeated.
Before the game, we're brothers. At the end of the game, we're brothers. Between the downs, it's not like that. This is real football. This team brought to Charlotte a national championship. That's a big deal.